When it comes to cooking meals, drying clothes, heating water, and my home, nothing beats natural gas from CenterPoint Energy. It's my most affordable energy option. It costs less to use than electricity, propane, and heating oil. So if you already have natural gas, keep it. If you're replacing an appliance, choose it. Natural gas, your best choice. Safe and affordable, rest assured.
For more on the benefits of a natural gas home, visit centerpointenergy.com/natural gas benefits. CenterPoint Energy, always there.
Well, our guys just beat a team that's got a 15 net, a team that was picked to win our league, and did it with tremendous effort and energy. I was so proud of our guys in their preparation because, you know, it's been obviously tough with this season because we haven't had as much success as we would have liked, and we knew how young we were. So there hasn't been a ton of joy in Mudville after games. But you can see the kids just haven't quit. And somehow we were the more excited team to play, which is really, really hard to do. Our starters were terrific. They all stepped up in a huge, huge way. I thought Jamal Johnson only having one turnover was incredible. We did make an adjustment. I decided to play Al at his best position and let Al be Al. And then we played Jamal at the point and let him get us into stuff. The fact that we only turned the ball over 12 times, which has been a while since we've only turned it over 12 times in the league. I don't even know that might have been the season low. But we got good looks, and the guys let me coach them a little bit. Man, I thought Stephen Pearl and Maddox Jeffries had a phenomenal game plan again. Because you've got to stop Tennessee inside. You got to stop focusing in Pons at the rim, you know, front them out of the post. You got to make Tennessee beat you from 3, not 2, and they almost did. So, we kind of needed that one.
All right, we'll open it up for questions. We'll go ahead and start with Mark Murphy.
Yeah, Bruce, talk about the second half. You guys got to the basket a lot more and shot a lot better. Did you do anything really differently?
Well, the offense is in front of me in the second half. Mike Burgomaster is kind of my offensive coordinator, and Mike and I, and Steven, who's a scout today, kind of go over the things that we like. And I thought we were able to get Al downhill. We were able to get some guys some shots. We did a couple things on the under-basket out of bounds we hadn't done all year long. Got some big buckets that we had some things that we hadn't shown yet that we thought would be effective against Tennessee. Guys made shots. I mean, guys made plays. And so I just thought the fact that we were able to turn corners a little bit on Tennessee and those double gaps made a difference.
Go ahead, Justin Ferguson.
First, you mentioned it there, but Jamal playing the point today. What did you see out of him? And I mean, just one turnover. I mean, that's been a problem for y'all this season. What do you think about him playing there?
That was the key to the game. He gets the game ball, I think, because of it. And again, putting him in that position let him set us up, and it let Al Flanagan be Al Flanagan and be a dominant player off the ball as a scorer. So it was it paid off for us. That paid off for us, but obviously Jamal played. He's the oldest guy. He's the smartest guy. It shows his versatility. And again, when Jamal Johnson looks back at his career, I want him to remember this AUTLIVE game. I want him to remember this game, the fact that he was able to take the ball over in an SEC game and play point guard, a position he hadn't played all year long, virtually, and only have one turnover. Pretty impressive.
Go ahead, Jordan Hill.
Bruce, kind of piggybacking off of that, I want to ask about Allen's performance, just what you saw from him, you know, especially with Sharife not out there, and the way he made some big baskets down the stretch.
Well, he was physically dominant. You know, obviously he ties us with Stretch for leading rebounder. You know, Stretch is our leading rebounder and only plays 8 minutes. So Stretch gave us great effort, energy coming off the bench. Dylan Caldwell played well when he was out there. Also, even though their numbers don't say it, those guys gave us effective minutes in there. But Al played 36 minutes. He plays the whole game, and we asked him to do so very much. He's a workhorse. I mean, he's a workhorse. If I was a better horseman, I would know what kind of horse to call Allen. I can't call him a thoroughbred but he's got a little thoroughbred in him, and he's not a Clydesdale. They're too slow, and he's not a plow horse because he's a better athlete than a plow horse. But I may tell you what, he's a Flanagan. I'm a Flanagan. Flanagan, they're going to grind now. They're tough. They're physical. They're hard on themselves. But he was a load in there today.
Go ahead, Gianna.
You know, you have a really good equestrian team you can ask about that metaphor for. But so yesterday you guys said that you really need to focus on defense. Defense is going to win the game, but that's something that you've said throughout the season. What accounted for the difference tonight that you guys were able to hold up in that battle? Well,
I think we're using our size and length a little better than we have at times during the year. I think our guys were a little bit more physical tonight, and I challenged them that way to not get pushed around. And I think that physicality, our increased physicality, was the key to our better defense. And the fact that we got 16 offensive rebounds speaks, I think, to our kids' effort and energy. The fact that, Jalen Williams drew 6 fouls, Jamal drew 5 fouls, Allen drew 6 fouls. We played more physically to be able to draw those fouls.
Mark, go ahead.
Yeah, you pretty much answered it, but I was going to ask about second chance points being a big deal today.
It was. We thought we needed to make sure we got back in transition against Tennessee. Thought we did a pretty good job with that. We gave the kids confidence in our defensive game plan, and our kids didn't turn it over. They didn't rush, and they let me coach them a little bit tonight, and let us get them into better spots to give them, to get them a chance to get better shots before guys would just try to play too fast with no advantage, disadvantage.
All right, Jordan.
Bruce, we saw Justin out there during warm-ups and then obviously on the bench. Just how big do you think that was for him mentally to be able to be back with the team?
Well, it was great. It was great for him to be out there, and he still needs to work on his tan because I've seen him. There's a better tan on a glass of milk than JP. But the weather's getting better right now, so we'll get him outside a little bit. It was just great to get him out there. He is no longer experiencing the concussion of the noise, of the light. He's past all that. He's starting to work out. He's starting to lift. He's starting to get shots, and so it was great to have him back.
All right, got time for a couple more. We'll go to Justin Ferguson.
Bruce, it seems like there's been a few games this year where Jalen doesn't have the most points, doesn't have the most rebounds, but he leads the team in plus minus by a good bit. Had another one of those games today. Can you explain just how valuable he is to what y'all do, even when he's not getting the stats?
Well, he's incredible. Is incredibly valuable. Jalen Williams should be one of the biggest mismatches in this league. He's a mismatch in this league, but he's not one of the biggest, and he can be. He could do things inside out. He could score at all levels. And one of the things that I challenged Jalen came in this week, and I asked him, I said, how many free throws have you taken this year? Time out. How many free throws have you made? And he didn't know. I said, you've made 17 free throws this year. Now, I can't tell you what time it is. I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. But the fact that I know that Jalen was, I believe, 17 for 31 going in this game tells you we had a conversation. I said, scorers get to the foul line. He got there 10 times today. So, and I'm telling you, he's just scratching the surface of being a mismatch. He can guard guards, he can guard bigs, he can score on guards, he can score on bigs. He's done it pretty well this year, but not nearly to my satisfaction.
And our last one's going to come from Jeff Shearer.
Bruce, AUTLIVE looked a little different this year, but do you have a sense that the T-shirt sales and the visibility for it was still good. I think per Cody, Auburn is 6-0 in the OUTLIVE game.
We're 6-0 with the OUTLIVE game. We had a lot of cancer patients in the building tonight, Jeff. And most of them are going to survive it. We had some cancer patients in the building tonight that aren't, and that won't outlive cancer. And I can't tell you how often I hear from all of them who just are grateful that they're not going through this alone, that people are buying their shirts and buying their prayer bracelets, making contributions, and we couldn't do it without the support of the community. We won't sell as many t-shirts this year because we didn't have 8,000 people in the building. So we still need people to go online at outlive.com and buy a t-shirt. But I'm gonna promise you one thing. And as a fundraiser, the fundraising people go, oh no, I can't believe you're doing this. We won't short Outlive one penny. Whatever we gave away last year, we're gonna give that much away. My family we will donate the rest. It doesn't matter. These cancer patients are not gonna get cut back. These facilities that support us, they're not gonna get cut back. You know what? And maybe, just maybe, if we could finish strong today and get some people to get online and make some donations. Remember, 100% of the money that goes in goes out to a cancer patient. So appreciate all your support, and thank you helping all of our people that are battling cancer outlive it. War Eagle.
Thank you, Coach.